after week 2, I am here bringing you an obvious podcast of great proportion. You love it. I am your bringer of joy, sadness, and I'm throwing Harry Connick Jr. CDs across rooms. You'll never know what's going to happen on this show. Harry Connick Jr. may get played. I don't know. We'll see. Happy Monday. It is April 15th. For those of you that are unaware, that don't follow baseball as much as I do, which I probably don't follow it as much as a lot of people, but it is Jackie Robinson Day. So you will see around all the games that you watch today, everyone will be wearing number 42, whether it be today or tomorrow, because there's some games not being played today by other teams. I think they'll do it all the way up until like maybe Wednesday or Thursday, and then they'll go back to their regularly scheduled uniforms. All right, let's get into this. Week 2 is in the books. It's done. And I can tell you what, this league is still very much anybody's to own right now. But I will go ahead and give the people that are in the top 6, because if you're not aware, for the new guys, if you're not in the top 6 at season's end, which is week 22, so we are 20 weeks away from the playoffs being determined, you don't make the playoffs. You basically make an early exit, because in my experience, nobody gives two flying fucks about the consolation, whether you're in it or not in it, because I ain't paying attention much to who's winning 7th place. I couldn't even tell you who won 7th place last year. Probably was Chris Walker. Maybe it was Ray.
Not me.
It wasn't Ray. I don't know. Anyways, so make the top 6 and be relative. If not, nobody gives a shit who you are. Like Chris Walker. We don't give a shit who he is.
Fuck you, Chris.
She took the words right out of my anus. Anyway, so the top 6. We'll break it down from number 6. Captain Redbeard, you're welcome. You're tied right now with Redbirds and Fenway Sluggers, but you currently hold the top 6 ranking. But there is a 3-way tie. I love 3-ways. Wait, what? All right, anyways, number 5, All Rise. And what's funny about All Rise is he has been putting up some stupid offensive numbers, Bill, but yet you still only sit right there in 5th, because in this league, you need a well-balanced offense and defense. So fuck my life, because I don't have that. Trippin' Billies, you're sitting at number 4. Number 3, yay, Rally Monkeys. We'll get into that later. Number 2, Red Sox Nation. And number 1, swinging the dick and missing the hole. Swinging and missing. You know you can change your name now. I have conveniently gone back to D's Nuts. So maybe that'll turn it around for me. Because I have never not made the top 6. I refuse to allow that to happen. Fuck. That's going to happen this year. Dadgummit. All right, so a game of the week recap was a close one statistically wise, but just not based off of the score. And I dubbed last week that it would be between Harry's pair of testicles, because he was trying to get out of that number 12 spot and coming for what is now number 1 but was number 2, I believe. And that's Eric's team. Reader fell just shy, and we'll get into a little bit more later when I bring the ever-popular Oops into play. But 28-34, 10 home runs to 5. 32 RBIs between these two teams tied. 32 RBIs both these teams had. Therefore, it ended in a tie. Same in the stolen bases, 6. Harry Paratesticles getting both of his points from batting with his home runs and OBP at 351. Mr. Eric Croft took away the pitching stats with 4 wins to 2. 69 strikeouts to 48 strikeouts. Very close in the ERA. 4.93 to 4.59. Winner Eric. Very close in the whip. 1.55 to 1.35. And in the save plus holds. Very close. A differential of 5 to 4. Eric taking 5 of the pitching stats, therefore all of them, and only 1 batting category, thrusting him into our number 1 leader spot. Back to the league stuff. Here we go. All right, so last week I introduced a mad props. I'm giving some mad props to teams or a specific team, whether it be due to your batting, due to your pitching, or due to your overall performance. Last week I gave 2 mad props. This week it shames me to say that I am only going to give 1 mad props, and that is to our nemesis, the most hated, Chris Walker. Chris, oh, how I hate to mention that you, Mr. Walker, are getting the mad props for your 8-2 victory over the beautiful, the ever-popular, the illustrious, you know her, you love her, Ray. 8-2 victory, hard to win that big, and it propelled you into the top 3. Like I said, you got to have all batting and pitching categories, and you walked away, sir, with all of the batting and 3 of the pitching. You son of a bitch. So funny how he just focuses so much on pitching and just picks up these fucking scrub batters and they just demolish people. Granted, Edwin Encarnacion's always been a consistent power hitter. Mike Moustakas, okay. Michael Conforto, Yasiel Puig, Franmil Reyes, yeah, okay, he's probably going to have a breakout year. I think he's a rookie. And then he's got Kyle Schwarber and Steve Piscotty and Shoop. It's like, dude, where are the names, man? I mean, I get it. These guys are going to provide offense clearly. I just don't like it, man. I hate this. I hate it. I hate it every fucking year. Why can't we get it right, people? This dude should not be where he is with this. It defies logic and meaning in baseball. You should not be where you are. I hate you. I hate you. Ray, let me hear it one more time.
I hate you. Fuck you, Chris.
Thank you. And she can say it proudly because she lost to him last week. He's our 3rd place. Like I said, just hated it. But mad props. Another fractional loss column for me. I hate these little decimal points. And it went to the whip this year. Just, you know what? I wrote it down. FML. Fuck my life. Golly. Granted, it would have only been a point. But it would have been a 5-4. And I would be tied for 6th. And I would feel a little bit more comfortable about my team and the fact that I have 11 fucking moves already out of 30.
Your fault.
Not my fault. My fault. All right, so your top 3 batters over the last 7 days are Austin Meadows. 6 runs, 4 home runs, 12 RBIs, and a stolen base, beating the shit out of the ball. 630. Altuve, another motherfucker beating the shit, just on fire. 8 runs, 6 home runs, 10 RBIs. Let me pause. Now, reader, where would your team be? Because you had Austin Meadows and Altuve, and yet you traded him. What the fuck? I think you're going to get the biggest oops of the season. I think we notated that in the messenger. Somebody brought it out. But what in the world? You'd have won last week big time, brother. No, I need to trade Altuve. And hey, number 3 is Acuna. 7 runs, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, stolen base. Also batting a .630. Kuna Matata, baby, bring it! Over the course of the season, though, Bellinger, Rendon, and Yelich are our top 3 batters overall for this season. Top 3 pitchers over the last 7 days are Snell with 1 win, 20 strikeouts, .75 on the ERA, and .67 on that whip. Glass now with a win, 11 Ks, .000 on the ERA, and .50 on the whip. And Luis Castillo with 1 win, 8 strikeouts, 0.00 on the ERA, and .43 on the whip. Over the course of the season, though, Shoemaker's number 1, Glasnow's number 2, and Snell's number 3. All right, so some free agents to maybe look at. Here we go. Maybe you need an outfielder. Maybe look at Kevin Kiermaier from Tampa Bay. I see Robbie's ears perking up. He's a Tampa Bay fan. Kevin Kiermaier over the course of the last 7 days is 12 runs, 2 home runs, 9 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, and is batting .351. Need an outfielder? Go get him. He's there. Free agent. And I dropped this shortstop, outfielder, second baseman the other day, Ketel Marte. Excuse me. My bad. He's got 8 runs, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, batting .250. These players, one's ranked 15th, that'd be Kevin, and the guy with multiple positions, 123, Ketel Marte. What the fuck?
You can't talk.
Woo! No, I can't. Need a pitcher? I sure know I don't need any more right now, but maybe you do. Have you thought about maybe Zach Davies? He pitches for Milwaukee. Now, a lot of people be like, well, he doesn't strike out a lot, but look at that ERA. Oh, man, he's got low Ks, but he's got a good ERA, 1.62. Look at him. I don't know. He's out there. So, maybe you're into relief pitchers. I sure as hell know I'm not. That's why I don't have any on my team. Brad Peacock is kind of working out of the bullpen. So is Domingo Germán from the Yankees. He worked out of the bullpen. They skipped him in the rotation a few go-rounds. But for those of you that look for relief pitchers, Blake Parker's out there. He's got 4 Ks, but he's got a 1.63 on the ERA and a 1.31 on the whip. And he's got 5 saves plus holds. Edwin Diaz from the Mets, who is projected to be probably the number 1 relief pitcher in the league, he's got 1.53 and a 1.24 on the ERA and 5 Ks. So the numbers are very comparable. What do you think about Blake Parker? He's on the Minnesota Twins, and the Twins are doing quite well this season. Might want to think about picking up Blake Parker if you like relief pitchers. Moving on to the oops of the week. Now, started at the last day of the week, and I worked my way back, and I was like, you know what? I came across a Colton Wong sitting right there, got a home run and a stolen base and an RBI, and I was like, oh, reader, there would have been a difference in the RBIs and the stolen bases, and this differential would have been a 6-4. However, then I went back further and I seen you left Austin Meadows and Tommy Pham on your bench. And you left a spot on your roster empty. All because you thought there was going to be rain on the horizon. Well, you got some rain, baby. I bet you crying some tears right now. Woo! You left on the bench 4 runs, 3 home runs, and 3 RBIs. Just sitting right there. I feel bad for you, man. But that's what you get when you play the game of being a bitch. Oops. Maybe don't do like I did. Maybe I didn't think about this, but Jason this past week has been very I don't know. Whatever the word is. He's been that. But been very helpful in giving us daily stats for players, certain players, not everybody, of who to play or who not to play. And thanks a lot, Jason. 3 fucking days in a row, you mentioned 3 pictures of mine, and every single one of them fucking lived up to the shitty statistics that you gave. Thanks a lot, dude. Could you maybe throw a positive one my way next week? This week, whether. All right, so this week I've got a game of the week coming up. So do you guys. Trump's Rally Monkeys and Red Sox Make America Great Again Nation. That's the team. That's the game of the week. That's the one you need to watch. I want to see some fodder back and forth. I want to see some discussion. I want to see some talking. Why is this the game of the week? Because these are our number 2 and our number 3 bitches. They're in the top. And they're going at it. So we want a big victory from one person's end to kick somebody's ass out. I'm hoping that it's Rally Trump Monkeys or Trump Rally Monkeys. I don't know. I hope it's that guy. Hope he gets his ass whooped. I don't know though. This game is brought to you by Sweet Tea, or this podcast is brought to you by Sweet Tea. Woo! All right. I think that's it. Ray, you got anything else to add?
Fuck you, Chris.
Fuck you, Chris. How about dim apples? I think I covered everything, right?
I think so.
All right. What?
How about them apples?
Oh, I thought he said something else. I thought he said fuck them apples or something.
No, that's not what he said.
I hope you guys enjoyed this 16-minute and 58-second podcast. I'm going to hit you up next week. Don't be the bitch. Don't be that guy.
Don't be an Aiden. How about that?
Hope you guys have a great week. Enjoy Jackie Robinson Day. Watch you some baseball. Easter's coming up this weekend. Enjoy the family time. Game of Thrones is back, baby!